Voila, ooh voila, ooh voila. I think if I got all the right buttons pushed, I think we are live and kicking. Alive and kicking. So, but it all depends on whether or not I've got all the right buttons pushed. I'm good at pushing buttons and sometimes push too many. Oh, see, I see Gail. I see Gail and I see Messer Designs. Now, I think Messer Designs has other name besides Messer Designs because I do not think her mother named her that. And but I don't remember what it is because my memory is gone kaput. So yeah. And Gail is eating a big piece of chocolate cream pie. Well, you know what I just ate? I'll tell you, this was my dinner. I ate um, a turkey sandwich, not turkey left over from California, Thanksgiving. It was just turkey lunch meat, and I made a sandwich. And then I had a graham cracker. Then I was still hungry, so I ate a half a jar of pickles. And after I ate the half a jar of pickles, then I ate a piece of apple pie with Cool Whip. Now I need a nap. Oh well. See my sign? Can you see it or does it look backwards? Can you read backwards? I don't know how to unbackwards things. Let me see if I'm really live. Let me see. Oh, it says there's 26 viewers, so maybe I am live. Okay. Now, I don't see any chat moving, so I don't know if there's actually. Gosh, you know what? The notifications. Now it says there's 30 views, but I'm not seeing the chat moving because, well, I don't know why, because it seems like it's frozen because the last one here that says, it says Gail said she's still eating that piece of pie. Let me see. Let me see if there's a way of refreshing. What's this X? Oh, no. Now it says one thumbs up. I'll give myself a thumbs up. It doesn't work for me. Won't let me have my thumbs up. Uh-oh. It says I have to subscribe. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this over. Okay, now I'll go right here. Now, just a minute. I'm pushing buttons. Okay. Wait a minute. What's it doing? What's it doing? What's it doing? Okay, it says I have to subscribe. Don't give me none of that rubbish. Subscriptions. Let me just go ahead and start over here. Go here, and go. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. That's Dai. We don't want Dai right now. We want Elizabeth. Elizabeth. She's not there. Okay, wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's Dai. Ah. Okay, ladies, hold on to your britches. Because, see, I touched something where I should have probably not touched. Oh, I have to go right here up to this magnifying glass. Okay. Now my arm hurts if I have to reach. Oh, it says that I'm live. Okay. So I have to go right here. And then, oh, now life is good in the hood. Life is good in the hood. Okay, here I are, here I are, here I are. And oh good. Let's see. I gotta see who's here now. I gotta go all the way back and look, I'm going back and I see Gail and I see Messer Designs and I see Gail and Deborah Mayo. Hi. And Ann Osborne. How wonderful. Now quit that. Don't put it. And Lottie Faith and Millie Hammer and Sue Robinson and Johanna Stevens and Kathy Harder, Vicki Ross, Deborah Mayo. Oh, I said Deborah Mayo. Sherry Miller and Trucker Janie. She's out there trucking, just a trucking. And Vicki Ross, Sue Stenstream, yes, and Lana Adashi. Hello, darling. Irma, hi, Irma. Millie Hammercraft with Annie. That's Annie and Nancy Forsley. And oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, and Note Spinner and Arlene. Okay, Sherry Miller. Pearl Manhattan. All righty, girlfriend. I gotta catch up on your shows. Luann. Yep. Sheila Miller. I mean Sherry Miller. I know Sheila Miller's my neighbor. And Annie and Karen J. Karen John. I can never say that. You know who I'm talking about. And Joy, Vicki Ross, and Sue. Oh, how wonderful! Thank you all for coming. Do you see my new sign? My daughter found this for me today at the thrift shop. So she thought I should have it. Retired. Now I can do what I want as long as it's near a bathroom. Perfect. I'm going to hang it on my wall because it's true. It's very true. As long as I'm near a bathroom. Now, I had a couple things that I was thinking about doing tonight. And as it's turning out, I'm not doing either one of the things that I thought about doing. I was going to make a snowman, but then I didn't have everything that I needed for the snowman. Then I was going to make snow globes, but then I just was not in the mood for that. So I didn't do that. And then I've been working on cards, recycling. Okay, gin in knee, gin in your knee. Yeah, although you don't drink. Ginny. Okay, Karen Ginny. Now I can remember that. Hi, Barbara Ferris. So then I was going to work on my scarves because I just got these in the mail today, which I had ordered from Amazon because I needed these little clips for the ends of my scarves. And so I got them in the mail today, but I'm not going to do them right now. I'll probably do just a video on them this week, though. And got some lobster clasps. This whole thing was $11. I was excited because it's got a lot of lobster clasps and it's got a lot of little short chains that would be made for extender chains, jump rings. What are these? Yeah, I don't know what they are. There's something though. But anyway, I'm going to work on them this week too. I had a lot of things to work on this week. But you know what I've been doing? I made a Christmas jar decoration. Still need to put up a video. Yeah, Annie. Yes. Yes, Annie. Do put up a video because that's exactly what I was looking for on Pinterest today was Christmas jar decorations. And I have a bunch of that like snow stuff. And I want to be able to, I thought about putting like miniatures on the lid, put the snow in the jar, put the lid on the jar, and then turn it over and the snow's on it. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, I was looking at Pinterest today to find those kind of things. So anyhow, I've been making a lot of Christmas cards and Christmas decorations. Oh, heading to the truck. You must be on the way back, trucker Jeannie. And I'd love to see a picture. Post it. Did you post it somewhere? Annie, did you post a picture of it somewhere? Because I'd love to see a picture. Hi, Susan. Um, but then, you know, you've got all of these insides that you can't really use for much when you're making up all these cards. So what I do now, this is my new thing. I call them my pickle papers. And I don't know why I call them pickle papers. I just call them pickle papers because I like the word pickle and I like to eat pickles. We have a friend, his name is Dylan. We call him Dill Pickle. He is so awesome. And everybody calls their papers something different. So there was a jar of pickles. I said, we'll call them pickle papers. So anyhow, I did this with my pickle paper. It's still drying a little bit. But see, I've got like just mixed media on both sides. And then what I do with these after, I guess it's dry enough, I just punch them. I give them a good punch. I just give them a good punch in the nose. And sort of like this. And then I have a book. I do. I really do have a book. I really have a book. It's just a 3-ring binder. I've had it like 1,000 forevers. And so then I just put my pickle papers in there. Whatever. Some of these are done. This one here might not even be done yet. I might still want to put more on this one. But I just keep adding stuff. This one here, I just put some painty. I got these painty papers in Happy Meal. I put them here and there and everywhere. And I didn't do anything on this side right here yet. This one here, I put pieces on there and sewed them. This one too, it's sewed pieces. Sewn. I guess you're supposed to say sewn, S-E-W-N, sewn. I don't say the right words all the time because I'm a hipster. You know what I am. I'm a redneck hillbilly or something. But see all these pages in here? And then look, you see what this one is? It's just off of a oatmeal cream pie box. See there? I just cut them 2.5 by 11. That's what's in there so far. I haven't dressed them up yet. They got to be dressed up. That's the honey buns. The hubster eats these. I swear, I don't eat them. My hubster eats them. Ritz crackers. There was one short piece. So that's a short page. But these are all pages. That's going to be in my pickle album. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. It's my pickle album. But I use my grid on my mat. I see that a lot of people have these mats now. And yes, I can sew right on the cardboard. I can sew right on that. I use a heavy needle like you're going to use in blue jeans or something. And on denim, you know, if you're sewing denim, you use a heavier needle. But I use the grid on here, and I make an 8.5 by 11 paper by using these. Hello? Do I know you?
Yes, I'm gonna pay a little visit to the porcelain goddess, and then I'm gonna lay my butt down.
Did you hear him? He,
Yes.
he's a nut. Hmm. He always tells me everything he's going to do, everything. It doesn't matter what he's going to do. He comes in here and tells me, I'm going to run out to the mailbox. I'm going to run down to the corner. I'm going to pay a little visit to the porcelain goddess. Whatever he's going to do, he comes and he tells me. And yeah, you heard him, did you, Gail? He's funny. Hi, BJ. Yep, and then he's going to go to bed. He doesn't really go to bed, because he goes in there and he reads for a couple hours because he's a readaholic. But I use this grid that's on this. I see a lot of people have this Tim Holtz. You see this spot right here? No, you can't see that spot right there. Just a minute. Just a minute. You'll see it. Just in a second. I'll scoot your chairs back. Oh, where's the thing? Oh, here it is. And then I'll scoot you. No, I'm going the wrong way. Wait. Now you're seeing my mess. Oh, geez, that's not good. That, I guess I don't know how to work this thing. Oh, wait a minute. It goes sideways. Okay, anyway, never mind. Never mind. There's a, you can't see that. I wonder what, oh, maybe I could go like this. Do you see that spot right there? Right there? That's the paint coming off of the back. I don't know why the paint is coming off of the back. But it's just a little spot there. But then all the little doohickeys came off too. Doohickeys came off. That there's like there was little legs here. I think there was one in the middle. They all came off. So then my glass wanted to slide all over. So I bought one of those like you put in your drawer, and it's like a rubber mat. Now it doesn't move. So I got it fixed up now. I'll make this thing work. It was too much money to not to. Yeah, a lot of people are having issues. It scratches really easy. I've got a lot of scratches in this one already because it does scratch very easy. But I like the size of it. It's a good size. And I don't think you can buy another glass mat this big. I do like the measurements on there. The measurements are very handy. But as far as this piece goes, the white piece, they could have just put measurements all the way to the end. That would have made me a little bit more happy. I'm sure after a while they'll get all the complaints, and after a while they'll be made better. Usually that usually happens. So what I'm going to do is I want this to be 8.5 by 11. So I'm using these pieces, and this this is 11 if I go just like this. Well, maybe I'll go like this. 11. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And so I will put some glue. The only way it'll stick together is with glue. Or you can use like double-sided tape or any of that kind of stuff. And but I'm a glue person. I like glue. So I'm gonna glue that on there using this grid. And so there it is, 11 inches right there. See? It's gonna fit right in my 3-ring binder. And now, and just as luck would have it, oh no, this is 7.5. So I do have to put a little bit more down on that end to make it go to 8.5 inches. And 8.5 would be about right there. So I'll probably cut this in half in two. See, and there's people's ratting on there, and this was sent to somebody in '09. I don't know who them people are. Get well card. I hope they got well. And so anyhow, see, now I'm going to put this, I'll just glue this piece here. like that. I'm using this little end that goes on the scissor. And so I'll put that to 8.5 right there. See, so that's 8.5 inches that way. And then that line there, we'll make sure you have it straight. Well, it should, but one might get it straight, but this one here, maybe not. Okay, so now that's 11 inches that way. 8.5, 8.5 by 11. These gloves are absolutely amazing. I use them, Lolly, because I have arthritis in my thumbs, and usually it doesn't bother me so bad. But it usually doesn't bother me so bad, just now and again. But now it's been cold for the last couple of days, and holy smokes! So I rub I put liniment on my whole thumb area, and then I use these gloves. They really are clean, but I've had them so long that they're just all stained up because I've got paint and everything on them. But I ordered them through a company. There was an advertisement. I don't know exactly what they're for. They're not real heavy. They're not real heavy at all. You can't hardly tell they're even on. And they might be for carpal tunnel. They might help. But it was just a company, and I don't remember the company I ordered from. But in we get this flyer every Wednesday that's always got different things you can order and stuff. You could probably, I don't know, search them, but I don't know what you would Google, what you would call them. They're they're stretchy. And but when I put that liniment on my thumbs and then put these gloves on, it really, really helps. Yeah, Cassie. These, and I also have gloves that's got like metal things in there to stabilize your thumb, but you can't do anything with them. With them on, you can't do anything. I've been using my gloves like yours. They help for sure. Both thumbs were injured years ago, and now I am paying the price. Also going for carpal tunnel evaluation. Yeah, a lot of people I've heard that have had the surgery for carpal tunnel really does help. I don't know, they cut like a tendon in here or something. But these, I mean, for arthritis, these help. These really do. And like I say, I put liniment on all over my thumb, then put these on, and that keeps that warmth in there. And then you still got your fingers free to be able to do something. So I like them myself a lot. So, and then I'm going to just put another piece right here. And so then you're not throwing away any, you're not throwing away. And see if you use your grid on your board. If you have this kind, there's other boards with grids too. I think Julie, I mean, not Julie. What's her name? I cut this one a little long. It's okay. Stacy has got a couple different ones that she uses, and they've got the measurements on them. And I like this with the measurements. So yeah, my gloves are really stained up because I've used them so much. I've had these like for 5 years. I've had them a long time. And yes, but I washed them many times, but I'd probably, if I washed them in bleach, they would come cleaner. But then I'm afraid if I use bleach, it might not be good for the latex in them. So I figure since I just usually use them when I'm doing something crafty, it doesn't really matter. So now I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, heavy paper. It's like using heavy cardstock. You have joint pain in your right thumb. Yes, see, I have it. It's in both thumbs and exactly the same place in both thumbs. Oh, you showed your gloves in this morning's video. I have fibro and arthritis, have several different pairs. Oh, I'll have to look at you. I haven't looked at your videos yet this week. I have to catch up on those, Pearl. Okay, and so then once you have this, now you've got a pretty heavy sheet of cardstock. Now, a lot of times people will make, yeah, that's what I thought, Sue, that the bleach would break it down. So, yes, it would be, Karen, a good base for ATCs too. But then you can start using your painty papers, any kind of your papers. Oh, these papers. It's been a while since I did these. These ones I did on floating, inks floating in water. Oh, some of them I don't know what I did on them. Oh, this one I tried to float nail polish. And, I think of things as a fail when I first do it, but then I just put them away. When I look at them later, I think, oh, those are pretty cool. They're not as bad as I thought. So then you can use your paint papers or whatever, paper scraps, things you tear out of, things you might tear out of, don't tell anyone, but I fell off my motorcycle on my 51st birthday and injured my thumbs 20 years 20 years later. You still have the bike. Do you stay off of it, please? Yeah, but you still have your thumbs. Yes, that's good. So here, once you get to this point, then you can start putting anything. I'm going to put this one right in the middle because I want to put a sentiment right in the middle too. So I'm going to, and this kind of artwork is something that, I've got a lot of things started, and then I think, well, what do I want to do? And then I think, well, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what to do. I just don't want to do. I just want to do anything where I have to think. Sometimes I get that way. Sometimes you just, or I anyway. Ooh, that one wasn't there. Sometimes I just, ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I can't think and look at the same time. Sometimes I want to do something, but I don't want to have to be organized. I don't want to have to think. What kind of glue is this? This is art glitter glue. This is like my favorite glue. It's not really cheap, but I have this very fine tip that I put on it, and it lasts a long time. But I do like this kind of glue. I do like it a lot. And so, and this is sort of a mixed media thing, but what you're doing is you're not using up any new paper, because a lot of times when I do mixed media, I'll start with a piece of watercolor paper, say. Well, watercolor paper, that's not cheap either. I kind of hoard my watercolor paper and kind of use it for watercoloring. And yeah, I sort of hoard it for different things. But if I can do something like this and you just recycle what you have, then you're saving you're saving your costly paper, and you're also saving the landfill, because like usually if you use the fronts of a greeting card, then you usually let the backs of the greeting card just go in the trash. Well, it's heavy paper. It's heavy paper, so there's really no reason to throw it away. I mean, it's because it's good. And once you start layering other pieces on it, then you're winding up with quite a heavy piece of paper. And then I just use a 3-ring binder to what am I thinking? To bind them in, just a 3-ring binder. And most people have 3-ring binders, and if you don't, the thrift shops usually have them for $0.25. They don't charge much for them binders. And so a used binder is usually really, really cheap. And so then I just like to cover now. See, I could be tearing this thing up and just doing different shapes and colors and whatnot. But I'm just kind of putting pieces here and there. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, these I did on the gel plate. Didn't I, Elizabeth? Yes, you did. And so I do like playing with the jelly plate too a lot. I've gotten some really neat stuff off the jelly plate. And so, and I don't go too much for getting colors to match, because I just get colors. I just like colors. They just don't have to match. Nothing has to match. Oh, this is slick. Oh, this one I think I used photo paper with this one, and still did the floating on water. I can't remember what it's called right now. I'd have to go in the other room to get the box. But boy, that doesn't want to tear. So, but it's pretty. When I do something like that, I'll just make like a whole bunch and just make a whole bunch and then just kind of put them away for later use. Everything I make, though, when I do something like this, hi Brenda Price. When I do something like this, I usually do a whole bunch, and then I put them away. I just kind of store them, and then I find them months later usually, and I think, oh wow, those are nice. And not knowing that they are nice when you first make them, sometimes you think, oh, that's not all that good, and then later on you think, wow, that's really not bad. And so one thing I like to do now here, nope, I did not bring my marker in here, did I? One thing I like to do with this now, see, I just did all of those. Oh, I have these. Maybe this one will work. Okay. Let's see. Okay. One thing here now is, then everywhere I have a straight edge, then I'm going to take and draw that line on this one, just on this particular one. I won't do that on all of them. But then I'm just going to outline each one of them with a straight line. I want to tell you all too, here I am advertising, but on December the 8th, which is going to be a Saturday, I'm going to have a little auction. And oh, this here doesn't have a whole lot of ink in it. I'm going to have a little auction on my channel. And my auction is going to be a little different because I'm going to have these grab bags, although you'll know what's in the grab bag. But what I'm doing right now is I'm filling bags with de-stash out of things in my things that I have. And what I'm going to do, each bag is going to be, the bid is going to start at $8. The reason I'm starting the bid at $8 is because the bag to send it is $7.25. So I'm starting off right off with the shipping. So you will know right at the beginning what you're going to be paying for shipping. And so, and since the bubble wrap priority bag is $7.25 for shipping, then the actual first bid is actually 75 cents. And so if you understand that. But for instance, like one of the bags I have filled is, if anybody's ever done any quilling, one of them is got, I don't know, about 5 packages of quilling strips of different colors, multicolors, and different sizes. It's got a quilling tool. It's got a quilling comb. It's got a glue bottle that is the fine-tipped glue bottle, and a quilling book. And so they'll always all have like a where's that red stuff coming from? And so that's the kind of thing that will be in the book, in the bag. I have one bag that I put beads in, but the beads that are in there are all there's 12 bags of beads. They're acrylic beads, but they're like a crystal acrylic. And there's one bag for each month. Like, so the birthstone of each month, January through December. And that's, so this is the kind of thing. And then I have journals that I've started and never finished. Pretty close to finished, but not finished. So I'm putting a journal in a bag, and then hi, lovely Malaya, Shirley Howell, Di, and there's Jane. Jane, I hope you're going to be okay, Janie, to help me be a timer on the 8th of December, which is going to be on a Saturday. You let me know, because if you cannot do it, I'll get the hubster to do it. And I don't really get the hubster to do it, but yeah. So you'll have to let me know, Jeannie. So, but yeah, and so I'm getting the things together, and I'm really finding some pretty cool stuff, that because I just have a lot of stuff. But there's going to be a lot of beginning journals, and then things to complete the journals. There's going to be bags like that. But each one of those, if you're familiar with those bags, they're a pretty good size, and they will be stuffed. Jennifer Litton, hi. For sure, yes. Oh, thank you, Janie. Perfect. I'll be talking to you before then. But yeah, I've been having fun putting the things together. I have a spinner. You know, Ranger made those spinners that hold your little handle things, you know, and it's 2 layers, and it holds like 16 different of them things. I got one of those spinners, and it's got 16 or whatever. It holds little handle things with the sponge on the end, and they all have new sponges. So it's not new, but it's all got new sponges. That's the kind of things, you know, I'll have those in those bags. And there's a couple bags that are just fabrics. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, here, I got this book. It's Passages of Peace from the Salesian collection. I've heard of these before. I'm not sure exactly, but there's some really awesome poems, and I love these things. What really counts, things that really count, are those you cannot see, like love and there's a silverfish. Get out of here, you little. Things that really count are those you cannot see, like love and happy feelings and blessed harmony. Thoughts that you are thinking, prayers you say at night, and God who's always with you to help you do things right. That was written by Ruth Moyer Gilmore. And so I like that. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that out of there. And I'm going to pull that out of there. And I'm going to cut. I don't want that whole thing there because I don't want to lose this. So I'm going to, every time I take something off of this table, it seems like I knock something into the floor. I have the most stuff in my floor. Good thing I got that floor. Okay, so I'm going to cut that just like that. Maybe I'll go around this also. Now see, let me see if I want to cut that any smaller. No, I'm just going to cut it just like that. And so then I've got that little poem in the middle. So in my book, I like to kind of sign it. When it's thin paper like this, I kind of like to spread that glue a little bit so that it doesn't leave lumpy bumps. Okay. And so we're going to put that right there. But then I want that to have also the black. This here distress marker isn't showing up real black. A regular Marks a Lot or those other pens, when you go around like this with that black, it really gives it a nice bit of a nice frame. I like that. I think that's pretty gosh darn nice. I'm telling you what's the truth. So Mary Jane. I look up every once in a while and I see a new Jane, Oh, and there's Peter again. Hi, Peter. It's good to see you come back. I like return customers. Is that what you are? No, return friends. When I do my auction, then you'll be customers. Which I don't want you all paying a lots of money. I've seen some people that pay way too much stuff. I'm not interested in getting like really rich. Only just enough to buy a Lamborghini. That's all. It's really my destashing. I really have to. And it's stuff that I don't use. And like even my crafting is relaxing. So there you go. Now look at that. Now, okay, I want to also put some other decoration on here, but first I'm going to do the other side because I want, before I put any paint on this side. So this is like a mixed media thing, but I want to go do this side first. I want to get some color and something. Look how pretty this is. I got to do this again. This is, wait a minute. Let me go get, I think I know right where the box is. Well, I was wrong. I don't know right where the box is, but it is a. I'll have to find it where I put it. See, since I started organizing, I can't find a flipping thing. But it's this stuff you when you buy a kit, you get like 8 different colors in the bottle, and you float it. It's called floating ink, I think, and it floats on the top of the water, and then you stir it around like with a toothpick, and then you just lay the paper on the top and quick pull it up. Some people do it with nail polish. Well, I tried the nail polish. I didn't have any luck with that, but really pretty papers comes out of it. It's a Japanese kind of a word that is Suramagushi or something like that. I can't remember, but I think it makes a beautiful design. And but see, now once you have these card backs here laid down to an 8.5 by 11, and then you have the papers that you just put on one side, and then you have papers to go ahead and put on the other side. And like you can get a lot more fancy schmancy than this. But because I'm just kind of, you can go over it with your book pages and torn papers, wrapping paper, junk, just anything. I'm just kind of going simple here right now. This is the bottom that was on that. This was the bottom that was on that other page, which the one I just cut that poem off of. And so I'm going to just stick that right there and squash that down. And let's see. And look at that, how pretty. I think they're all pretty. I just think they're just gorgeous. These ones that come out with these ones that I floated on water. Maybe I think I did a video on them, but I'm not sure. But even if I did, I could do another one, because a lot of times when you do a video a long time ago, then it kind of gets lost in the shuffle, and so then it's nice to do another one. And because see, I have heard people say, oh, I did a video, go look. And I go look and I can't find no video. And so I like it when sometimes people will redo, because even if you do redo a little video, sometimes it turns out to be even a little bit different and you learn a little bit more. Mirabeau makes a marbling ink like that. Juggles has it really cheap. Oh, Susan, is that true? Let me write. Well, I'm not questioning that it's true, but let me write that down. Okay, Mirabeau. Oh, Anita's got to go cook supper. We don't have to cook supper over here because we already ate. And it's like 10 o'clock, almost. Mirabeau. M-A-R. Where did she write that? Okay, Mirabeau. Marbling ink. Okay, this pen doesn't write very good. I'm losing ink on them. Can you buy refills for distress markers? I don't know. They were given to me, and some of them are pretty much dry, but it'd be nice if you could buy refills for them. Refill ink. Boggles has some nice things. I've never shopped Boggles, and maybe I really shouldn't. Maybe I should look. Boggles. I write this stuff down. My memory's about as short as my fingernail. So I'll look though. The Stampendous stamps, yeah. I like, what are those? I got some stamps that are so cool. What are they? They're really goofy looking, but I just love them. But I got a lot of old stamps that I don't use anymore, so they're going to be in my auction. I've got a lot of like sets from Stampin' Up and that kind of thing, and those are going to be in my auction. So yeah, I'm hoping that they don't go over like a cement cloud, you know. Oh, it's joggles.com. Joggles. Okay, not boggles, joggles. J. Okay, got it. Joggles. I'm going to look because I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Cool. And then I like to use washi tape. Washi tape is fun to use. There was a while I was collecting washi tape and I never used it because I didn't know what to use it for. Now I use it everywhere. I love it. I just love it. It makes it's just awesome in my humble opinion. Especially if you're just doing something mixed media that does not even have to match. But and another way I've been doing my mixed media, I have my prompts and I copied the prompts that Stacy had, and then I also added some more of my own prompts. I got them right here on my cards. But what I like to do, and when I'm just playing by myself, is I like to go through and like pick 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then the fun about doing it this way is the fun about doing it this way, or the difference is you can take and look at the 7 cards and decide what you want to do first. There is nothing on this card. So, but here I have add a non-porous element. Free for 1, that means I can do anything I want. Chalk pastels, doodle or draw, add collage, and a doily. That's just 6 things, but doing it this way, you have to use all of the cards, but you can go in your own design. So like here, the one that says, I would probably add collage first. And then I would probably go over it with a doily. And then free for 1. Let's see. No, then I would go with the chalk pastels, doodle or draw, add a non-porous element. Free for 1 is I would probably put some finishing stars or something on it. And so I take them and I go in my own order. Does that make sense? But lately I've been doing, instead of doing a mixed media on a page this size, I I I do it right on little cards, ATC cards, 2.5 by 3.5. I just do them right straight on in little cards, and I've been having fun with that. I kind of like that because I guess because it's different, and so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I like to have my paint in these fine line applicators. The fine line applicators I learned from Mary, Mary RTA. She, I'm not sure if I see that, but oh, bag full of treasures. That hi, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. I've been watching her all day long. I just put her on her videos and I just said play all and they just go one right after the other. So I've been sitting here busy and watching her. That's what I did all day today's watch her. And I have learned some good things. I am going to make a journal and bind it like she binds hers. I love it. And she showed it a couple times, so I think I got it down pat. But Mary, Meri, Alta or something is how you say that bad her second name. Um, I've learned a lot from her, but she uses these fine line markers, fine line paint applicators a lot. And I love how they work. And I have bought some of the other fine line ones, but I have to say they don't work like this. But you have to really shop around because these can be very expensive, or you can get them at a really, really good price. And so you have to shop around to find the best price. I have to look and see if I can find where I bought these ones, but I love them. They never clog. And they're fine. These are a very fine tip. And I mean, if you're going to write with them or anything, they're beautiful. But I love to put my little squiggles here and there. And so those are fun, the little squiggles. See, I've already put paper on the other side now, so I don't have to worry too much about I don't have to worry too much about messing the about messing. I can already do this side now. And I like to make little squiggle lines. I like to do things that just are absolutely no thought and no nothing. You measure at first to make sure you've got it finished 8.5 by 11 sheet. If you're going to put them in a ring binder like I'm putting mine. And that's really the only kind of measuring that you do. And then after that, you just start gluing things on. And like I say, you can use book pages. These I used painty papers that I already had, but you can use book papers, pages out of old books, just anything kind of paper, and stick it on your mixed media project. And I guess this would be a mixed media. I just call it my pickle paper just because I think pickle paper sounds cool. There's no pickles on it. Maybe I should find me some stickers with pickles and put a pickle sticker on every one of my pages. Do you know I might do that? I'll look online and see if they got pickle stickers. Just pickles. They should. I just bought a pickle to put in my Christmas tree because um I pickle pepper paper. There you go. What was I going to say? Oh, I bought a Christmas pickle for my Christmas tree. Um, I've been wanting to have one, but I never did go get one. And I guess it's a German thing, the pickle, having a pickle in your tree. And so then in the morning, you got to have a big family, I guess, to really enjoy it. I just got it because it's cute. Um, but yes, she does. Bag Full of Treasures has a beautiful. She's got wonderful, 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 wonderful videos, and you have to go watch. She made a coconut purse album. She had a coconut purse. She made it into an album. It is amazing. And she's got a way of binding her pages that is amazing also. I love it. And I am definitely, if I'm not too tired this evening, I might go and try one already. I don't know. But yeah, I might be too tired when I get done here because I'm old. I get tired. But yes, I love watching her videos. And like I said, I've been marathon watching her all day long because you can click on play all and it'll play them all. But oh, I was saying something real important. Now I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. But yeah, she's my kind of girl. You're my kind of girl, girlfriend. My kind of girl. Let me see. I want to put a line here. Right there. Put a line right here. For some reason, I don't know why. I just did. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to I want to find another. Okay, my little poem has to go this way. In my book, I don't know who puts this out. Salesian collection. But when I bought this at the thrift shop, I bought like 6 different books because they were 10 cents each. For one thing, they have beautiful images that you can use the images in your works, but then you can also oh, Emily, is Emily here? Yeah, there she is. Hi, Emily. I hope you're feeling okay today. Emily's been a little bit down and needing our prayers, and I've been making sure I've been sending my share up. And I don't know what the Salesian people are, if it's a religion. Oh, it's a mission. Inspirational books. But I thought I did good finding these for 10 cents a book, and they're like brand new. I don't think many people. You know what? This one here is called The Promise of Spring. Oh, and then they have the most awesome, awesome images in these. Look at that little girl playing and she's um planting some flowers. I mean, they're awesome. I thought I really did good when I found these. Thank you. Lord, I thank you for the trials I face, for all your love and constant grace. Through the trials, you help me grow and reach out to help others know about your love, unfailing love, as you freely bless us from your throne above. Thank you for the guidance each and every day that never fails to bless me much more than I can say. And that was written by Donna Maroney. I like that one a lot. Okay, so I'll tear that out. I'll tear that out, and then I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to set that. See, then I still have that beautiful image there that I can use on another page. So yeah, I'm happy with this book that I found. I was so blessed to find that. Some days I can go to our thrift shop and find nothing. Other days it's like, oh my gosh, I want this and I want this and I want this. And I want everything. I want it all. You know, I think I want to put it right there. But you know what I think I want to do? Do I have just a piece of paper up here, Elizabeth Marie? Let me see if I have just. Oh, this is. Oh, this is that handmade paper I got from. Oh gosh, I got to get a piece of this. This is handmade paper I bought from Katrine. She makes it in Denmark. And then she. Oh, I really need water. I don't have water. Okay, I'm just going to tear it carefully. Usually if you tear, see how the edge is deckled? Isn't that beautiful? Katrine Henson, she's the one that made this. And then she sold. And that girl, I'm telling you, she is a warrior for the homeless. She made this paper and then sold it at a very affordable price. And the money she makes, she goes out and buys sleeping bags, sweatshirts, socks, hats, those kind of things for the homeless. And she has hardly anything herself. And that's what this girl does. And yes, I bought some because I said, for one thing, I wanted the paper, and I will help anybody that is helping others like that. Okay, see, tearing it, you just be real careful tearing it. And look how pretty is that with that little frame around. And it's that handmade paper. That's my little Katrine. I haven't seen her online for a while. I think she was supposed to be on today, but I have been so busy all day trying to. My house is where my house needs prayer. Oh, my poor house. And okay, so I'm just going to put that right up here in this corner on this page. Isn't that pretty? And that's that little poem now. Then I'm going to take my yellow, because I have some yellow paint also, and I'm going to kind of just do some squiggles. Why doesn't that want to come out? It should come right out. Did I not have it all the way in? Dana and Izo. Hi, how are you? It is good to see you. Yes, it is awesome. What Katrine, have you watched her, Jeannie? She's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that girl so much. And she's one that she recycles everything. She is. Why is that not coming out? I just got done telling you all, I never had these things clog, and now I don't have these. This one's not wanting to come out. Let me put the pin back in there, because the pin goes all the way down. And so, but yeah, thank you, Peter. This is something that, we all need. We all need to do something that is. Now, I don't know if I've got a clog of paint down in there, or what is the problem. If I've got I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know. Let's see, what do I have here? Do I have something pointy? What do I have? Oh, I have this knitting needle. It's kind of pointy. Let me see if I've got a lump of paint in there. Maybe. Now, let's give that another try. Now that is the first time I've ever had any trouble with this. It's coming out a little, but well, I'll probably have to take this to the sink and clean that nozzle out. And I don't know why it's doing that because I've never had a trouble with this. Never had a trouble. Now, so I'm just going to take the white. Watch this not come. Now, see, this one's coming out just fine. And I'm just going to squiggle around on here. I like my squiggles. Squiggles is good. What was that show I used to watch? Laverne and Shirley had Leonard and Squiggy. Gosh, they were awesome. They were so goofy. Did anybody ever watch Laverne and Shirley and just love Letty and Squiggy? Oh my God, they're hysterical. They just don't have shows like that anymore that you sit and just absolutely hysterically laugh. Lenny and Squiggy. Yes, loved them. Yep, they were so funny. I just love them old funny shows. I don't know if they even have those funny sitcoms. Well, I don't watch TV, so I guess I wouldn't know, but yeah, I they were funny. They were hysterical. See, that's already dry where I put that. So then I better put this right back in here. I'll have another clogged one. But then I always like circles. So I have this little medicine cup here. Anything that is a circle, you know. Ooh, that's almost getting, oh, it's almost empty. And then we get some circles going on because I love circles. And I usually always make my circles white. Although I could use some darker ones down here, but I'm just going to use the white ones. There's a little guy fishing right there. But you can just have so much fun. So much fun with these. And you can go as far as you want. I mean, you can stop where you want and go back. Now, I'm going to just leave that one like this. Now, where did I put that other one? I was working on that other. Where did I put that other? Throw it in the floor? Oh no, I put it in the book. I put it in the book, didn't I? Where did I put? But where did I put the book? You got. You guys would go into hysterics if you ever. Oh, here's my book. Here's my book right here. Oh yeah, that's the one I was just working on. Yeah, because see, I didn't put anything on the back side of this one. There's a lot that I have to do on a lot of these. So, but since I'm going to do, there were my scissors and my knitting noodle. Everything just goes. Now, see here, I put the spots on there. I put this side, and I think that's enough right on that side. But then this side needs some help. So, this one I just tore out of a magazine. I put some painty papers and then put some scrap paper and then tore an image. Actually, that was a large image. This was half of it, and this was the other half. But it's fun. You know, you could take, what time is it? Oh, I might do that in a minute. You could take and glue those like I put the first cards together. You could put all them cards together and then gesso right on the cards. You would end up with texture from where the cards are put together, but the gesso would offer you so much area to art on. And like this here picture is so neat. There's the water, here's trees. You could put a boat in this water, you could put a fish jumping out of this water, you could birds up in these trees, you could put a monkey up here in this tree. Oh man, it's so much fun that you could do. On my now I have a drip going on. I don't have that on tight apparently. I was just singing the praises of these here bottles. I've had them for years. And now they want to drip and they want to clog. And of course, just because I just sing their praises, they want to do that. And it's that dripping. It's dripping. I'll just leave those. Why does that one do that yet? Does that want to drip? Get me a drip catcher. Boy, what do we do without baby wipes? We use so many baby wipes. That is leaking out right out there. You know what I might have is this here lid is in one, two, three, four pieces. And I might not have it exactly put together correctly. Because I did just fill this one up with white. Because I have a white one somewhere, but I couldn't find it. My granddaughter might have it. She borrows my things sometimes, which I don't mind. I'm glad that she likes art. And she just lives next door. I know where she lives. So I can always get it back. Well, them squiggles look awesome. I think they look just wonderful. Ada Dell, hi. Barbara Batzer. It is so good to see everybody. It is so good to see everybody. It's almost like a party. Almost like a party to see everybody. Here's another drip. I'll just let the drips dry as a drip. I'll pretend I put that on there on purpose. Boy, it has been so nice to have a couple of cool days, but now tomorrow the low is going to be in the 50s and the high will be in the 70s. So it'll still be a nice day, but we've had a couple really cool ones. I mean, not too cold for me, but my poor hubster, he had on 2 sweatshirts, long john undid drawers under his shirt, under his breeches, had the heater on. He's a little heater at his feet by his computer. Yeah, no, I'm not ready for a heater. I wear like my long sleeves and stuff, but do not give me a heater. No, I don't need a heater. Especially in the car. Oh, in a truck. Don't turn that heater on. I can hardly stand heat in a vehicle. I'd rather be cold and wear a bunch of blankets. And it's funny because my husband gets so cold in the daytime, but at night he uses one blanket. I use 12. So I don't know what's the difference. We're just real cocky, I guess. See, now that's pretty, isn't it? Just give it a little bit of a little squiggle here and a little squaggle there. Whoopsie. We were in the 20s last night, which is nothing compared to what I dealt with in New England. Yeah, my granddaughter had 20s. She's up in like the northern part of Alabama, and she put a picture of all the frost that was on the ground. In Canada, here in Canada, you would hear your car. I remember when we lived in Minnesota, my dad, which was, back in the 60s and the 50s, my dad had some kind of a heat blanket he put on the engine of the car to keep it so he could crank it in the morning. And you were warm today, Mary. Isn't that something how this weather is just like so crazy. But we used to have a lot of cold weather in Florida. We don't anymore. I guess it's because of that global warming thing. We don't hardly, I mean, we don't have a lot of cold weather in Florida, not at all. And we will have a couple of cold days here and there. But I remember when we first come to Florida, we had a lot of cold weather. It seemed like that oil heater in the front room was on all the time. But not no more. Right? We get some cold weather, but not much. And we get some, freezing weather even that we have to go out and cover up the plants and stuff, to keep them from freezing. Oh, you have 6 inches of snow there. Oh my goodness, Joanna. Lisa, hi. Okay, so I think right here, that's going to be enough white paint, but then I want to get a, okay, this is going to be for me a I'm finding wonderful little poems, very, very inspirational. Oh, yes, I threw the scissors in the floor. I just remembered. There they are. Very inspirational. And so this is going to be a very inspirational book for me. My pickle page book. Don't know why I want to call it a pickle page book, but these are my pickle pages. Because nobody else calls anything a pickle page, and the pickles get left out. Now, this one I do not think I need to put a frame around because here, this one says another door opens. To those who will listen through shadows of time, his words speak of goodness, of love so sublime. Through trials on earth that include pain and tears, the Lord gives us courage, erases all fears. And if one door closes, we may feel distress, but the next open door may bring true happiness. Let us walk by his side, surrounded by light. Though today may be weary, tomorrow will be bright. Isn't that a good one? Angie Monins wrote that. I like that one, and it is true. We worry sometimes when a door closes sometimes, and you never know. It could be just a beginning of something new. So, and that's going to be that page right there. I think that's enough. I'm not going to go any further than that. So I have both sides of that one done. The holes are already punched. And I'm going to just put that over there to dry. And now let's see if this one's dry enough that I can punch the holes. And then it would be ready. I'm not going to worry about punching yet because it's a little bit wet on them circles. But I want to try something now. Now, if you come in late, this is what I'm doing. I'm recycling the parts of the cards. After I use the fronts up on the fronts of the greeting cards to make new greeting cards, a lot of times the insides I don't use. Some of the insides I do, but not all of them. So what I do here is I'm using my grid on this mat, and I'm going to make this into an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and by doing that, okay, 8.5. Need to get a little bigger, fatter one. Let's see, I got a fatter one. Then I'm recycling these cards, even the parts that we would probably not use, but they're going to get completely covered up. So you're going to make yourself, see, I just kind of hold it right there on the line, and I'll get this one right to 8.5 right here, and that's where I'll lay that. So that's 8.5 inches in width right there. And then I'm going to, okay, so I want this down here. It goes to almost 8. I want it to be 11. So I will do that. I will glue here. And then I'll put this right down here to 11. And then see, these are all signed by people, but that doesn't matter because it's not going to show. It's not going to show. So, okay, this one is going to fit right here. Make sure we got it right on the lines. Make sure it's going to be squared, and it will. That card is large enough to do that. Okay, and there we go. I have now got an 8.5 by 11 sheet of very sturdy paper. Very sturdy paper. Now, you could just do a lot of mixed media on here. I'm making my pickle papers in here to go into my book. But you could just do all kind of mixed media on here. Cut them apart for tags. Anything. But I like to get both sides covered up. But what I want to do now is I think I want to find the lid to my glue right there. There it is. I don't know. Do you all make messes like I make? I make horrible messes. Okay. Hang on 1 minute and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves right there. Oh, holy smoke. Getting this old booty up is tough. Well, I gotta quit cleaning because I can't find anything. Can't find anything when I'm cleaning. Cleaning is a waste of time. It's overrated. I don't know what I did with. Oh, I know where it is. I didn't see my white gesso. I found some black gesso though. So I am going to black gesso this. We'll paint this with black gesso. Just right over the cards. And so I'm going to have those little lines where each card is glued together. You're going to be able to see those seams. But you know what? I think that'll be awesome. I think that'll be flat awesome. I was doing a mixed media mashup one time with Stacy, and I did start mine with black. And everybody was using white, but then I always have to be different because I'm just like that. I'm a smart butt. And so you know what I need? I need my hair blow dryer. Do you know this? You ain't gonna believe this. This is gonna really tell you how bad I am at organization. I had a heat gun and I lost it. I can't find it. Still haven't found it. So I bought a new one. Bought a new one. But before I bought the new one, I was using my hair dryer. And my hair dryer was working okay, but I needed the glue gun because I needed the heat gun because the hair dryer blew too hard for me to do embossing with. So yes, I thank goodness I bought a cheap one. But so I bought the new heat gun. I cannot find either one of my heat guns, nor can I find a hair dryer. I swear, I have 3 craft rooms. This is a bedroom. I'm in this craft room. Next door on the other side of that wall is another bedroom. That's another craft room. My dining room, my living room is a craft room. I have got my whole house is my craft studio. And that's why I got to have this D-stash thing. I have to have my D-stash auction because I have to get rid of some of this stuff. The stuff I don't use. So, hi, Erin, darling. Yeah. What was your fault, Di? Nothing's your fault, Di. You're a perfect angel. Yes, Erin, sorry you're late. You need a note from your mother as to why you're tardy. But anyhow, see, now I can't do anything because this is wet. I wonder how long it would take for me to blow it dry. I think that's pretty cool, though. That's just painted on there. Okay, let me lay this. Can I lay it right here? Wonder if I'd lay anything on it. Do I got enough here to do? Oh, yeah, heck yeah, buddy. Heck yeah, buddy. So, well, maybe not. Maybe so. Let me see. This one can go here. And then this one, would this go to 8.5? No. This one would have to go like this. No, this will have to go like this to 8.5. And then this, over here to 8.5. Hang on, hand riches. Hang on to your riches. Let's see. Oh, some of these are so funny. Let us see. Happy birthday to. Okay, there we go. See, now I got some more. Oh, I can't see my numbers though. Oh, 8.5 by 11. I want it down to here. Will be 11. Oh, that's 8.5 right there, right? Clark gave this card to somebody. Oh, Sheila gave it to Sheila in 1912. Okay, so this goes here, this goes here, this goes here to 8.5. So we'll put some glue here. And see, now the way I do things, I could just sit here and have a whole bunch of these, and I could just have where's all my numbers going? How come they're going all goofy? Oh, they're right. They're right. It's my balls that's goofy. Okay. There, that's 8.5 inches wide there. And then this one has to go down to number 11. This one has to go to 11 inches. Yes, 11 inches. So it could end up with an 8.5 by 11. So I'll put a little glue right there. And then that will go to 11 right there. Just like that. Right now I'm in the process of making a big fat mess. And then it's a good thing this shirt is black that I'm wearing, because it won't show nothing if I get paint on it. You know, I wasn't planning to really paint with a brush. Well, I wasn't really planning to do anything. Patricia Stubbs. Oh, I need to say hi to Pat. Pat, Pat, Pat. She's having her treatment tonight. She said she's going to be watching me, but she can't type because she's having her treatment. And so, what the heck's her name? I know what it is. Patricia. Well, now I can't think of her name. You know I know your name, Pat. What in the heck? Darn it. I can't think of her name. It's embarrassing when you get, like, it's embarrassing. Just take my word for it. It's embarrassing. Patricia. Gosh, I talk to her every day. She's my Minnesota sister. Who's Patricia from Minnesota? And she gets treatments 3 times a week because she's not well. And I can't think of her name. Somebody knows who I'm talking about. Patricia something. Patricia something, anyway. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about you, Pat. Pat, my Minnesota sister. Yeah, she's up there in Minnesota. She gets treatments 3 times a week to keep her healthy. Healthy. Sweeney. That's right. Sweeney. Thank you, Patricia Stubbs. Yep, that's who it is. Patricia Sweeney. She is having her treatment right now. So she says, I'll be watching you, but I can't comment because I won't be able to type. You know what? She's got some medical issues. But you know, her outlook on life is not damaged a bit. Yep, I'm talking about Pat Sweeney. She has got the best outlook. I mean, she might mention her illness, but she doesn't complain. She just loves her cat. She loves her cats. She's got 2 boy cats. That's her boys. And she loves her snow. She loves living in Minnesota. And I was born in Minnesota, so we decided we're sisters because that's where I was born, in Minnesota. But yeah, but I mean, you get a lot of inspiration from somebody like that. I mean, she's got serious health issues, but You would never, she doesn't complain. I mean, she lets us know. She lets us know what's going on, but no complaints. I just love her. Yep. Everything makes her laugh. She's wonderful. She loves her cats. So there I have another 8.5-inch piece of heavy black paper that um, I can do some mixed media collage or something on that. And which is all it is those cards. It's those cards. Oh, that other one's not dry either. So, but see, you can go and just, if you have a whole bunch of these just ready to go, just get them going and just let them dry, and then you've got a whole stack. One day you can just build and build and just make tags or make cards. One thing I like to do is to um do well, we do mixed media and then we cut them into postcards. Postcards or ATCs mainly is what we do. But another thing to do with them, which is so pretty, is to cut them like a normal size, what, A4, A2, I don't know those A numbers of a card. But usually they're 4.25 by 5.5. 4.25 by 5.5. These cards. So if you take piece of your mixed media and cut it to 4 by 5.25, put it on the front of a folded card, then you got just a little bit of a frame around and you've got that artwork right in the middle. Then you can just mat a little saying or something on it, thinking of you, happy birthday, anniversary, whatever, and you've got a beautiful card with your artwork on it. And that card is worth money, much more than all the money you can spend on a fancy card from the card shop. You go over to Hallmark and buy a greeting card, and there are we went in there because I was going to buy a wedding card. I wanted to get something really special. And there was a wedding card that I said, oh, this one will be nice. And I looked, and it was $9 and some. $9 and something for a card. I said, oh my word. I didn't pay no $9 for a card. We found one just as nice for $3, which I could have made my own card, but for some reason I wanted to get a tailor-made card for my stepson, my husband's son. He just got married recently. Mm. Yeah, there's some people that, you just don't, they don't, it's not that they don't appreciate handmade things, but there's some people that they just don't get it. They just don't get it. So anyway, yeah. So anyhow, what's everybody got planned for this holiday season? Anything special? I see that newbie Cheryl's going to drink ginger ale. Oh, you quit drinking. She quit drinking pop. Bag full of treasures says quit drinking pop. You know that people up north of the Mason-Dixon line drink pop, and if you're south of there, you drink soda. We all drink soda. So I don't drink any soda anymore because I have kidney disease, and you cannot drink soda if you see, or it's so you're working on a ton of journals, Patricia. Very good. You know what I want to make? I want to make them bowl warm, like a bowl cozy, I guess you call them. I want to make bowl cozies for everybody. And so I got to get sewing on them. I about burnt my family out on journals. I just burned them out on journals. So I want to make the bowl cozies. And then there was something else. What was the other thing I seen I wanted to do? I don't remember now. Yeah, but that's what I want to do is those. So, and I got plenty of fabric, and two people just sent me Christmas fabrics, beautiful Christmas fabrics. And so I have got fabric ready to go to make mine, and they'll be so nice. And so, because we're crazy, me and my husband, we don't just sit. We do sit at the table. In fact, today we both sat at the table. It was kind of weird. I said, "Wow, we're sitting at the table." But he'll usually get a bowl of something and sit there at his computer, and I'll get a bowl of something and come sit here at my computer. And so you see, electronics has really whatever. But we use we use our bowl cozies for them, which those were sent to me in Happy Meal, and I don't remember. I wish I if any of you sent me those two bowl cozies, let me know because I can't remember. And yeah, I love them. I just love them. They're so awesome. You can put a bowl of something in the microwave and heat it up, and where you can't touch the bowl when you pull it out, you can put that cozy right in there with it, with the bowl sitting there. Then it's easy to get out. And so they're like they're like shaped like a bowl. It's just like a heavy quilted fabric, and it's shaped like a bowl. And so you would just put your bowl in that cozy. It's almost like a cup cozy. And Johanna Stevens, you're just going to be you and your hubster. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It may be that way with us too. Right at this moment, we have like, do your families ever have like drama? Ours kind of goes dramatic every once in a while. Never lasts a whole long time. But yeah, right now we're having a little bit of drama. I guess it could be worse, but I don't like any drama. So for me it's horrible. But when you have 7 children though, when you have 7 children, you're bound to have some kind of drama. So 7 children, 14 grandchildren, 12 great grandchildren. 12? I got to add that up again. I keep forgetting. I add it up and then I know and then I forget. I got to write me a note somewhere so I know exactly how many grandchildren and great grandchildren. But it seems like there's always one. There's one that has to be. Oh, yours are all overseas. You lucky girl. Yeah. I have one son that lives in Arizona. And he's kind of dramatic at this time of his life, but he's way over there. So, it's like out of sight, out of mind. He's going to be 50 years old this December. He'll be 50. I can't believe I have a 50-year-old child that acts like he's 15. Little brat. I still love him, though. I still love him, even though he's a brat. It's something, children are lucky because their mothers love them, even if they are brats. So they're pretty lucky. Well, what did I do with my scraper thing? It's somewhere over here, too. I lost it. It's wherever I put my mind. Lost my mind, too. So yeah, with our little family drama stuff, who knows? Who knows what we'll do? But it's all good. We might have a very, very quiet Christmas. Hey, that wouldn't be bad either. Because, sometimes it just gets it's just like, oh, could we just stay in bed all day today? Yeah, we could do that. So, but we're going to do things. We're going to do things like me and my daughters are going to get together for our cookie bake, and we're going to bake cookies and candies. So we're going to do that. And next week we're all getting together for making cards. We're all going to make cards. So we're going to do that. So we had a beautiful Thanksgiving. In fact, we had two beautiful Thanksgivings. Since my daughter was going to be out of town, we had a Thanksgiving early. And then my son had a Thanksgiving at his house, which that was very nice. So, and then, so if we don't get together for Christmas, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, you haven't had any real holiday drama since your brother divorced his last wife. Oh my gosh. I was late with a birthday card for one of my grandkids and they sent it back. Are you serious? Because it was late. Boy, if I had all my late ones sent back, they'd all come back. They're always late. I am so bad at getting things out on time. They'd all come back because they're all late. Yeah, I'm not good at remembering those things, birthdays, holidays. And when I buy something, if I buy something for my kids or whatever, I want to buy it then. I want to give it to them then. I don't like the idea of having to buy something because of a certain date on the calendar. So many people go in big debt for Christmas, and I don't get it. I don't understand why. Now, I just bought each of my girls a calendar, but it's one of those day by day calendars. You take a little page off every day, and but it's a my lady, my Louise Hay. And so each day has a positive affirmation. So I bought four of them, one for each of my daughters and one for myself. And I said, in 2019, every day we're going to read the very same. We'll be reading the same affirmation. I said, I think that will be me. We'll have something going exactly the same every day through the whole year. So I bought them, and I've already gave one of my daughters hers, well, the one that lives next door, and I'm going to give them when I see them is when I'm going to give them. I'm not going to give them for like a Christmas gift, because then I would feel that they would feel obligated to get something for me, and I don't want them to feel obligated. Do not want them to feel, I don't want anybody ever to feel obligated that they have to get me something. So, because I don't need anything, I got a bad habit of, if somebody gets me something, I feel like I owe them something, and I don't want to owe anybody anything. So, what in the world? I just had that scraper thing. I must throw it in the floor. I don't see it on that side. And I don't see it on that side. I see this thing. Well, if that isn't a monkey's uncle. So I'll get this AARP card. Oh, that doesn't work as well. Oh, wait a minute. I'll get this here razor blade. Scrape that paint off of there. That'll do it. That'll do her. I see some people who just put a paper down and they do all their painting on that paper. And then after the whole paper is covered with paint, Then they pick that piece of paper up and they cut it into sections for their painty papers. I said, I need to do that so I can have more painty papers because I never have enough painty papers. I'm going to have to do some gel prints to get some painty papers ahead because I use them up fast. I'm going to do some eco dyeing. Hopefully this week I do it. But I saw where somebody did some eco dyeing papers, and the only kind I've ever done myself was just with watercolor paper. But I saw where hi Kateri. I saw where you use the AARP card. Aren't they wonderful? They send us free crafting tools. And and but she did the eco dyeing with watercolor, but there was a layer of watercolor paper, then a layer of muslin fabric, then the watercolor and the muslin. And oh my gosh, did the images came out awesome. So I want to try that. I want to try that. And then she used those images on the fabric in the most awesome journal that was pretty much shabby chic with those and the leaf images came out so beautiful. And so that I want to try. That's going to be something I'm going to do this week. I have my friend coming from Canada. Well, I say she came all the way from Canada just to see me, but they come to Florida every year from Canada. They live in Canada, but she's going to be over Monday. And so all day Monday, we are going to craft. So I'm going to get everything together that we're going to do, put on my dining room table because that's where we can all fit. But then that's on Monday, and then on Wednesday I have my 3 girls. And oh, that's going to be fun. I love my girls. I told my boys, I says, if I had to do her over, I'd just have all these girls and you guys could go join the Foreign Legion. And boys, they're the ones that only gives me trouble. They're the only ones. And boys, I love them dearly. And they're going to get smarter. I got smarter as I aged. I started learning stuff about real life. The older I got, the more I learned. Same thing will happen to them. So, yeah. So Jeffrey had I got his advent calendar. I think I'm proud of myself for that because usually I get it the last minute I get it sent. But I give to him, but he's got it and it's awesome. But no, my Kimberly says, no, I'm too old for one. I says, Kimberly, you're 17 years old. This is the last year you're going to get one because you will not be a kid next year. You're going to be an adult. And she's 17 and she will be 18 in February. So I said, yep, might as well take your advent calendar this year because it's going to be a nice one. So I said, you'll maybe want to keep it for your firstborn. So if she has children, which she probably will. So Spanky. Did you send out your junk yet? Oh, junk. I want my buttons. My buttons. You know what I'm going to make? I'm making with those buttons, Spanky. I am making a collar necklace with all them colors. It's going to be like a collar, almost like a bib necklace, but all of them buttons are going to be all around it. And because you had so many colors and so many textures, that's why I ordered 3 packs. It's going to make, because I went through my buttons and got all Okay. No, not really. It's not any hurry, Spinky. So just whenever you get it out. But I went through all my buttons and picked out the colored ones, and I didn't have many. And what I had, most of them were small. And so when I seen that you had those at your auction, I said, "Oh yeah, I am going to need them." So yeah, it is. It's going to be gorgeous. So you wait till I show it to you. It's going to be gorgeous. Bless sweet 17. You know what? If anybody out there has 17-year-old girls in your life, yeah, you have my pity. Oh, Katari, that's great. Yes. Yeah, I'll have 300 buttons to play with, and they're all so colorful, and there was big ones. Yes. You sitting at your mailbox, Dida, you silly girl. Yes. Oh my goodness. Dida, are you doing Erin's got a 17-year-old. Oh, she just started her job too, didn't she? When did she start her job? Or did you say she starts Monday? Spankies. I had two 17-year-olds. Now they're 23 and 19. Well, how were they when they were 17? Were they perfect little angels? I wanted to throw when my girls they were 15 and 17, my girls, I wanted to throw them under a bus, but I couldn't find a bus I couldn't pick them up. Yeah. Oh, she started Monday already. Does she like it? Hopefully, yes. 65 hours a week, Spanky. Wow. Yeah, my daughter worked 85 hours last week, the last 3 weeks, 85 hours. But she was up in Pensacola. Now she wants to go to California. They need nurses in California in RNs in California for all the fires because of all the fires they have. Um, they need a lot of nurses in the hospitals in the area, and they'll pay them $95 an hour. $95 an every hour. They will bring them $95. Every hour they after 40 hours is time and a half. So I should have been a nurse. But then I wouldn't have time to do crafts. So hey, I'm good. But so she'd like to go to California and just for 2 weeks because you go and you work 2 weeks. They'll fly her over. She'll work 2 weeks and they fly her home and she stays home for 3 weeks and then goes back for another 2 weeks. So she really is thinking about it, but I don't think she wants to leave her son. It's hard for her to leave her child. He's only 10. So, which he stays with us and he's fine, but hey, yeah, you need to be a nurse. And it is not too late even. My daughter didn't, she's 44 and she's been a RN for about 7 years. She started late going. She started late. And I have a girlfriend that become a RN when she was 40 when she become a RN, my friend. So it is never too late. And nurses are needed so badly. So many, you go to the hospital, you see how understaffed they are. It's because they don't have the nurses. And so actually they do come with benefits. For the company that my daughter works for, she works for an agency and they do have benefits. They don't have she's got medical. There's something she said they didn't have that she did have when she was working at the hospital, and I think that was the that retirement thing. I think, but she does have medical benefits. But yeah, they pay good. Mental health nurse practitioner. Wow. That's taking on a lot. That's taken on a lot. And boy, that, and our country needs mental health professionals that really care about mental health, because mental health, like years ago, anybody with a mental health problem in their family, you locked them in the basement or something, and you didn't even tell anybody they existed. And but now there's more awareness to the mental health, people with mental health problems. And um and and I'm so happy for that. And there's a lot of people that know themselves that they've got mental health issues, and they would never even tell the doctor. They wouldn't tell their doctors. They wouldn't tell anybody. They would keep it to themselves that they were severely depressed or that kind of thing. And so that's right, Cheryl. Her money is paying back college. My daughter is so deep in debt with student loans, and she said she was at work the other day, and there was a doctor that was very elderly, an elderly doctor. He come into work and he was so excited because he had just paid off the last payment of his student loan. And so yeah, those I don't know why it is so expensive for our kids to go to college. It's crazy. It is crazy. And then, like, books are so expensive. And then what they do is you can't, like, give your book to somebody that's in the next class or something, because they change the books almost every year. That's what my daughter does for a living. She said they were busy last week, worked 20 hours overtime. Yeah. Yeah. These nurses they're really, a lot of them getting burnt out because they're so understaffed everywhere. And so now, if my Jennifer was to go to California, they would work 16 hours on and be 8 hours off. And they would do that 16, 16, and then 8. Yeah. And then 8, and then they'd be off like 3 days or something like that. I don't know. Then they would start the same, because they said that the overtime would run to about 30 hours a week. And so but then they'd have 3 weeks off in between before they'd go back for another 2 weeks. So, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that there's a lot of nurses going to nursing school, and then they start actually nursing, and they go because they say, "Oh, we can make good money," but then they find out what a big job it is. So, yeah, it is very demanding profession. And another thing is, because they're always some hospital just short staff, they just don't wanna hire. And, but but, the thing is, you may have see, sometimes she might have 7 patients. She likes best is, um is ICU. She said she loves working ICU. And, because then you just have, like, 2 patients, although it's very, very busy and very you've got everything right there. And so, yeah, working 16 hours is a lot of hours on your feet. My Jen wears support hose. Her feet kill her all the time, and she said it spends a lot of money on shoes just to have something. But, oh, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Don't know what I was saying now. Ow, ow, ow. What was I just gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. Must have been a lie. But anyhow, yeah. Oh, the amount of time you're allowed to spend with the patients. I mean, if you know, bedside manner is almost the most important thing in the healing of a patient. They need you to be there. They need you to listen. And but it is then your supervisors, they say, no, you can't spend that much time in there. You've got to go to this other patient and you got to do this, you got to do that. And and my Jen, she believes in that you have to spend the time needed to take the right care of a patient. She even went to one hospital because she works agency, so she goes to different hospitals. She went to one hospital and the one patient was on like 3 different kinds of blood pressure medicine. So Jennifer saw that. She says, "Oh, well, I got to take her blood pressure first and make sure she needs all this today." And her supervisor told her, "No, just bring her medicine." And Jenna says, "No, you've got to take their blood pressure first to make sure they need that much blood pressure medicine." And Jennifer said she did. She says, by law, she has got to um, check their blood pressure if they're on that much medicine. And because if it's too high, you don't give them that much. You just it'd be crazy. And then another one, she said she because you're supposed to go to their feet and take their pulses in their feet. And she went to one patient, and she went and took the pulses, checked the pulses in the lady's feet. And the lady said, "What are you doing?" She goes, I'm checking your pulse in your feet." And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I've been here 2 weeks and nobody's ever done that. And you're supposed to do that all the time, apparently, but they don't do it. They pass so many things up." And so, and those are sad stories. Those are sad stories to hear because there's a lot of nurses that are not, they're there because they know they can make good money. They're not there because they love taking care of people. So, but anyhow, you know what? I could just sit here and chat with you guys all night long. Just chat with you all night long. I could. But did I just click you off? I don't think I clicked you off. Yeah, it is sad but true, Gail. And it is. It is true. So I lost my image on the computer. So how do I turn it off even? I lost you. I lost you. Okay. Am I still with you guys? I don't know. I can't see my. Oh, there I are. I'm still there. Yeah, and waiting to see the doctor. Yes. Okay. Yep. And I'm going to go too, Gail. It's past 11. See how time flies? But I do want to read real quick some heart thoughts right here because I always do. I don't want to miss that. Okay, let's see. I deserve joy. Let's see. We learn our belief system as very little children. We then move through life creating experience to match our beliefs. Many of you believe that you deserve to live in an atmosphere of not good enough. Start doing affirmations that reflect what you really deserve. State that you are willing to go beyond your parents and your own early childhood limitations. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I deserve all good. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve joy. I deserve love. Open your arms wide and say, I am open and receptive. I am wonderful. I deserve all good and I accept. And that is good. That is very, very good. So always think the best for yourself, and then you can be the best for everyone around you. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I know I didn't do anything real spectacular, but just being together, I think is absolutely wonderful. And so I wish every one of you a um, a blessed evening. May God watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and you have the rest of your day and the rest of your life. I love you too, Patricia Stubbs. And Patricia, what's the other Patricia? Help me. If you're still watching, sweetheart, I hope your treatment's going well. Sweeney, Pat Sweeney. Okay. Love you all. Bye-bye, Spinky. Bye-bye, Cheryl. Bye-bye, Jane. Bye-bye, Gilly. Bye-bye, everybody. And have a good night. God bless. Wow. I don't know how to turn this off. Bye-bye, granddaughter Emily. I can't find the off button. My whole thing went kaput. Does it go here? I'm looking for the off button. It doesn't go here. Then there's no scroll for details. Oh, that's funny. The camera's still on. Oh, here, the camera's still on. Now, I closed out the window. Usually there's a little button below that says end, but it's not ending. We turn this off and turn. This is really weird. What happens if I do this? Oh, yard sale lover. She just now come in. And Ray's picking on Emily. Where in the world did the stop button go? Are you all still hearing me? I remember watching Emily one time when she thought she turned it off and she didn't. Okay, this is crazy. 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 You can still hear me? Okay, let me see. Let me go here and here. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened because it says that I'm still live. I'm not dead. That's good to know. I'm not dead. Sing time. Okay. Geez, this is weird. There I'm still. It says that the clock is still moving, but I don't have the stop button disappeared. Okay, now what is it doing? Started streaming 2 hours ago. Oh. Wow, down the computer. This is weird. Okay. Okay, let's see. I am just going to go completely turn this off. Okay, now somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, can you hear me now? 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 Oh, shut down the computer. Yep, that's it. I think I just shut you guys off. You can still hear me? Oh, this is crazy. Oh my God, you can still hear me. I turned the whole. Okay, now. This is weird. My computer is possessed. Oh, let me go to Creator Studio. Okay, I'm going to Creator Studio. You still see me? This is crazy. Okay, now let me see if I'm at Creator Studio. Now, if I go live streaming, And then if I go, this has never happened before. Usually I can just turn it right off. Holy smoke. Okay. Events. Okay, so if I go to events, but that wants me to go and make a new event. Oh, this is here. Live control resume. Hangouts on live. Okay, let's see what it's going to do here. I think I can get out of it if I can get in. If I can get in this, then I can get out. I'll go poof. I need to go poof. Okay, here and here. Then I take me there. End other. That one, but it started a new one, but I don't want that one either. Stop.